Hey, welcome to I don't know what week it is. But this is my secret episode. It's currently January. I think it's January 2nd. But yeah, I'm making a killer blazer. At least two people have asked me for processes on making my jackets. If you don't know, I make the red and blue jackets that you might have seen throughout the years. This project actually goes back way last year, back to 2023 actually. In November, I think November or October, Spider-Man 2, the game premiere was happening, and Yuri Lowenthal goes out onto the red carpet or whatever carpet they were on, and he's wearing this killer blazer with the Venom logo kind of like top stitched on, and I loved that idea. I thought it was so cool, and with my senior year coming up, I needed that for my BFA presentation. So let's kind of jump right into it and catch you up to where I am.
Of course, I started by getting out my tools and materials. I got my patterns from Simplicity and my fabrics from Mood, which is exciting and terrifying since I never worked with fabric this nice before. Before I cut anything out, I looked at the instructions and marked what pieces I needed and what size to cut them in. Then I laid them all out on the floor.
I need to iron these actually because I can't tell what's going on, and then I'm going to figure out which ones I need. I don't think I need any of this. I looked at a previous suit that I wore, or a blazer that I wore, and that I like the fit of. I'm about a 40, and luckily there's exactly 40 on here. I might go to 42 just to leave a little bit of wiggle room. I'm not sure. So the thing about the paper though, when you're doing the paper, is you gotta be really careful. Just that 1 second. So I'm just smoothing it out. I don't know why I'm giving you a tutorial on how to iron. So these are what they look like before, and that's what they look like after. Yay, look at that. Now I can cut them, and that's what I'm gonna do. Time lapse time again. Woo! Okay, so everything's cut out. I've been reading the instructions for about 20 minutes. I looked up on YouTube, and there's one person who did a tutorial on this, and she was just as confused as I was. But I got to see her make it and where she kind of made mistakes. So thank you to that. I kind of understand it now. Um, this part was confusing me, and so is actually this part's still confusing me. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but I'll figure it out. I think this is like a dart. Am I making sense? And I refuse to do so. I don't think I'm doing the pocket squares. I never do pockets. They're so stupid and annoying. I'm at a bit of a conundrum, a question, a query. As you can see, I've laid everything out. I have a lot of black. It's actually a really dark blue, and this other dark blue. My question is, do I do the bottom of the sleeves in the dark blue, as well as like a panel, this panel that goes down the side, so that would be under my arms, or do I just keep everything but the collar black? I'm kind of leaning towards the blue. I don't know. This is my question. This is my conundrum. Because I guess this is based off of Outlier, and Outlier does have blue paneling under his arms. So I guess I think it would make sense. There'd be blue, at least on the bottom of the arms. But it would also kind of look nice to have it continue down the side, and it would be more of a stripe than whatever weird L shape that is. I'm gonna try the blue. I think that's what's gonna happen. You just heard live decision making happening.
It's tomorrow, but months ago for you. Everything's cut out, everything's notched and stuff. I've got two colors laying on top of each other. I kind of wanted to see how they look together, and they look very nice. Very subtle, but very nice. What I'm going to do now is I still have the the templates still kind of are pinned on. I'm gonna unpin everything, iron everything out so that it's nice and flat, so that there's no wrinkles. I'm also going to mark which side is the top with this chalk pencil that I got from Mood as well. I pinned it all. This is completely pinned together. There's not a single stitch on here. The question now might be, why would you do that? And I'll give you a couple reasons. One, I wanted to see if the blue panels on the sides worked, and they definitely do. B, I understand how it all fits together and just kind of what I need to do and where pitfalls could be, like this back of the collar here. Was very confusing. And 4, now I'm gonna take tracing paper and sketch out all the designs that I want to put on top of here that would be very difficult to do otherwise. But I'm gonna just lay this on top here and then kind of sketch out exactly what I need. Same thing for up here. So I have shoulder details, so I'll probably lay this over really oddly. Probably something like this, but smooth and flat, or just use multiple pieces, because the pieces I want go up to the seam here, then come back in, and so that's kind of, it's a little complicated to figure out on my own because I'm stupid. I also folded the sleeve, or not the sleeve, this seam up here to the 5/8 that the seam allowance allows. So this is accurate to what it will be when it's all put together. Once I get those pieces, I will pretty much assemble everything, top stitch things that need to be top stitched on. Like like the red detail I put on first before mass assemblage, especially like liners or anything. Or I don't know. I'm kind of, look, I gotta figure it out. Okay, so leave me alone. You can barely see, but it's here. There's a little logo and then the little, I don't know, lightning strike I call it, I don't know, but they're there, they're templated out and they fit. So now we get on to cutting the sequel, where I cut everything out again and suffer a little bit more. Woo! Okay, I actually showed something. This is on here. You can just, you can just see the stitching. Super thin. This is just top stitch. I have to do this first so that I can, because this goes into the seam. Now I have to do it again. I did this one so that if I embarrass myself, it wasn't on camera. And I actually did a phenomenal job. One of the best little sewing jobs I've done. Yeah, this is so clean. Not perfect, but that's what I get. So let's do it again, I guess. Is it perfect? No, it wasn't gonna. The slide's slightly curved, but from a distance, You won't be able to see that, which is what people will be viewing this from, is from a distance. You get the raw stuff, but like, this is a good corner here, and this is an okay corner here, and it's fine. Look, also, so these fold in, and you're gonna notice that they're not at the same place, clearly, even though they're the same piece. But I am trusting because I positioned them on here, and I traced it onto these pieces. I am trusting myself. This side is higher and lower. It's really hard to trust myself. Dude, this 3 times out. But I did mark off, like these two pieces are not at the same height. So like you can see that, but if you put together will overlap, because these overlap and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is gonna work, and if not, I'm going to really be sad. And I'm so done with it, right? So these are the hard pieces or the red pieces that I can do now. I can't do the pieces that would go over the shoulder yet. I need to actually do a bunch of this. So before I do the side panels, I'm gonna attach pretty much all of this. So that's a project, or that's upcoming. So this is next now. I might put so yeah, that's where I'm at so far. Okay, so it's all together now, actually. Yeah, it looks super cool. I didn't film the construction of the arms because it's very simple, it's very straightforward. Kind of annoying, it was a little bit of a battle. I had to concede. There's a little bit of a permanent fold there. But look at that. Fantastic. I promise it's actually pretty straight on. It's just the way it's sitting on. It looks so good. What I'm doing right now is I am making it so that the shoulders actually sit properly. This is the one that I've touched up. This is, or is it? I've touched up one of these. Yes, it's this one. It's this one, right? Or I'm about to start doing the lining too. While doing the lining, I somehow managed to get one side completely twisted. I'm really not sure how I didn't catch that, but after ripping some seams and re-sewing it all together, it was good to go. Then it was time to attach the lining to the actual blazer, and well, that was terrifying. Quickly because I am actually very mad at this thing and very hungry, and that's not a good combo. This is as far as I can get done. The rest I need to leave up to, thankfully, my mother. She's going to finish the edges down here, but I've completed pretty much the main thing, right? And I'm very happy with it. This logo, this side was higher and lower at both than this side, so I've had to do this 3 times now, and I'm so done with it right now. I'm so done. The other things I need to do would be to press the lapel some more, probably do like a hidden stitch under here just to keep it in place. Same thing with around the collar here, adding in a button, maybe add like a 1/2 inch cuff just to add some length. That's pretty much the jacket. I will come back when it is fully done and wear it, and it will look great. Okay, goodbye. So at the end of my winter break, this is what the jacket looked like. In late April, the jacket was sent out to me at college with all the edges finished. The only thing that needed to be done now to finish the whole jacket was the button. Adding the button was the single most terrifying part of this entire project. It had me feeling, well, like this. Because if I messed up something here, there was no going back. The mistake was on the front and it was permanent. I did a stay stitch around where I was cutting the buttonhole so that the lining and the top material wouldn't move around on each other. But it took me a while to build up confidence before I actually made the cut. Once I did though, I followed instructions and tutorials on YouTube on how to do the stitching around the buttonhole. With the last round of ironing, that was that. Everything was done, and I was ready to present my BFA. This image here is actually me right before going to my BFA. I was extremely nervous and excited. Here I am actually at my BFA wearing the suit. This was the debut. None of my friends had learned about it up until I actually went up to present, and my friends were so blown away they had to just take a closer look from themselves. Wearing my suit at my BFA wall, and looks fantastic. And this is it. This is the fit. I don't have any footage of me actually at my thesis. I wasn't allowed to. So here you are. I'm doing it again. Do a little spin around, little 360. Look at that. Shoulder pads on it. Looks good, doesn't it? Like, on me, fits, it's nice. These aren't the logo, not perfect, but from a distance, like you can't really tell. The lines on the back, probably the best part of it. Like, look at that, like, so nice. And yeah, I did eventually do some invisible stitches all around the collar here. I pressed it. The button works fantastically. Let me just unbutton it for you. Look, nice and lined in there. The darts looking good, looking clean. Like, this was super effective, super comfortable. Just, it didn't make me overheat, and so happy with it. And having I got a bunch of compliments from friends and some professors. It was fantastic. I'm so proud of this. It really made my presentation just, I don't know, felt that more complete just having a jacket that I made. And I'm loving this. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, seriously, thank you guys so much. I tried to make sure that this video was as professional and complete as possible. I think this is one of the best edited videos that I've done, honestly, so far. I'll do one more 360 for you. It's fantastic. Again, thank you so much. And I will see you for the final part of the Outlier issue 1 journey.